And welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Cripple. I'm your host, the Cripple, and today we're going to be doing potatoes 3 ways. And one of the first ways we're going to do it is we're going to make French fries. And I'm probably going to be very sick of potatoes for a very long time after this video. But first, you want to get your oil nice and hot. I don't have as much as I would like, but that's okay. You just make do with what you have. And then you always want one of these thermometers. Let's see how much. Deep fry, 380 degrees is deep fry temperature, so I'll get back to you guys when this is all done. But rule of the kitchen is never leave anything unattended, especially if you're cooking at high heat, because the temperatures like to jump around a bit, so you always want to be prepared. So I'm going to check this. Let's see how quickly it's rising. I'm going to check this every 3 minutes. So we'll be back after our first check. Alright, so we're at about, I'd say 310 degrees. We need 70 more degrees to go before we're done, or before we're ready to cook. But I'm just gonna treat these like any other deep fried food, and just we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'll get back to you guys when it's about 380 degrees. 375 is ideal, but I'm gonna shoot for 380. All right. 380 degrees, and we're gonna just drop these in. I want to see how they react first. And you always want to make sure when you're handling oil to work with these. So we're gonna drop these in, just see how they react. And then, I didn't think that I had enough oil, but I'm gonna let these roast for, well, not roast, but you guys get what I mean. Jeezums, that's kind of hot. And it's okay if some of them turn out burnt, but just make sure that you got complete coverage on... Ow! Make sure not to be an idiot when you're cooking too. But you got complete coverage, so I'd say about 3 minutes, maybe less, but I've never made I've never made French fries before, so we'll see how these turn out. And wow, that is dropping rapidly. You want to boost it. You want to take it from high to about I don't know if, no, that won't make sense. But you want to take it from high to about medium. Just try and keep it at a consistent heat. But I'm gonna boost it up a little bit more and see what happens. But yeah, we'll see you guys when I think they're done. Oops. Okie doke. I don't know if you can see, and I really don't want to pick one of these up because I just took it off. But this is about what you want to shoot for. I know they don't look that much different, but they're a ton more golden brown. And you don't want these to soak. You don't... I'm laughing at my own voice breaking, but you don't want these to soak in the oil too long, because then they start to get soggy and they're just not good. So when they start to float, this is what I've always been told, when they start to float, you want to take them out. So if you have to make several trips in terms of picking out the French fries, that's okay. But here, this is a perfect example. But it still looks the same, but that's okay. It's golden brown, and that's about what you want to be. So we got a bunch of floaters, and we'll get those out, and then I will talk to you guys about our next recipe, or way to cook a potato. But we'll see you guys in a hot minute. Okie doke. So next we're going to be making hash browns, and I know that these potatoes look a little brown, but that's because I should have thought this through and cut them before. Well, not like an hour before like I did. I was being stupid, but I cut these like an hour before I did the video, or this video, but anyways, I don't care about presentation. That's one of the things you'll learn about me is if it tastes good but looks ugly, then it's perfect in my mind. But yeah, these are a little brown, but that's okay. We're gonna let this heat up, and I might even cut me some butter, so I will be right back. Okay, so we've got the butter all melted, and I'm gonna boost the heat down a little bit. But we're gonna add in our potatoes, and we're going to try and keep it as patty-filled as we can. But, that's okay. You see what I mean when I said that it was browning? But there we go, and there we go. And since I've never made these before, or this before, we're just going to experiment and see what we can do. But you always, well, if you're going to show somebody how to cook something, you always want to do research. But I really don't know what looks good, what looks bad. But these turned out perfectly. They're not too soggy, but not too crunchy at the same time, which is how I like my French fries. So we'll see in the taste test. But we'll see you guys in a couple minutes. I'll give this 3 minutes just to be safe. But we'll see you. As you can see, I'm all done with the hash browns. They didn't really turn out that good, but that's okay for my first try. I think I did pretty good. So our last one is going to take a little prep. It is going to be a baked potato. So I will show you how to prep it. Just give me a minute to cool this off, and then I'll show you guys. We'll see you in a hot minute. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to wrap, first of all, you want to rub this down good with some oil, and since I didn't have any oil, I just used some butter. And then you want to rub the outside of it, and you want to poke it a few times like this, up and down. Just poke it 4 times, roll it, poke it, not pork it. You want to poke it 4 times and then keep rolling it until you're all done, like until you reach this point again. And then what you want to do is you want to heat your oven for 425. I'm going to go for 430 just because why not? I'm just experimenting, so why not? And then you're going to let this sit for 45 minutes. You're just going to leave it alone and let it sit for 45 minutes. And make sure you wash it, because you don't want all that earthy stuff, dirt, to get into your, for the taste to moisture into, I'm bad with my words today. But you don't want the earth taste to get into the potato meat. I don't really ever eat the skin except on French fries, but you want to crimp it at the end because it looks like a little Christmas present. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys when it's time to put it in the oven and it's time to take it out. Okay, so it's time to put it in. Let's get this bad boy in the oven, and hopefully it doesn't explode. But I'm going to put it right on the center rack. I know you can't see it, I'm too shaky to pick up the camera. But we'll set a timer for 45 minutes. Cook time, 45 minutes. Ooh, that's still hot. Well, I set the oil over here. But we'll see you guys in 45 minutes. Okay, as you can hear, it is time to take out the potato, and let's see how this bad boy turned out. If I don't get stuck first. Let's see. Actually. Let's just see how it turned out first. Alright, just get a steak knife and switch gloved hands. Actually, I think we're done. So, we'll give this guy a few minutes to cool down, and then we are ready to plate. And I will show you how I plate mine. But I will see you in approximately 3 to 4 minutes. Maybe 10, I don't know. Alright, let's see how we're doing. You always want to practice safety. I know I've said this 1,000 times, but a safe kitchen is a happy kitchen. Jeez, I'm starting to sound like Bob Ross. Hold on, I gotta laugh for a minute. Let me see. Did I cut that too close? I think I cut that too close. But, hang on, I'm struggling with this. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so there's the completed thing, and all it needs is a little butter, and I know this looks like a lot more than it is, but that's okay, it'll melt down. But then you close it up and you let it run down. Oh shoot. Yeah, I split it too far. That's okay. But it's taking too long to melt anyways, so we're just gonna add in the last thing and then on to the taste test. I like a little dollop of, make sure that burner's not hot. I like a little dollop of sour cream, so here we go. And then, one more little dollop. There we go. And there we go. So I will see you guys when it's time for the taste test, but I have a feeling I'm going to need to let this cool down a little bit more because I can feel the heat just from coming this far away. So we'll see you guys in about, I don't know, 10 minutes. And we are back, and the plate is looking fantastic, if I do say so myself, if I'm allowed to gloat. But first, let's try the French fries, why don't we? Still really warm, yet, like I said before, it's soggy but crunchy at the same time. And I know soggy is not the right word to use, but next, we're going in for the hash browns, which they turned out blacker than I meant them to, but oh well. That's not bad for my first time. That's really good. Now, the coup de grace, I hope I'm using that word right. We are going to try the baked potato. Make sure when you do your own baked potato, you get all the butter and sour cream, and it's fantastic. Honestly, I have expected the baked potato to be the worst thing that I made, but it turned out really good. But anyways, this has been Cooking with the Cripple. I'm your host, the Cripple, and I hope you guys have had fun watching me cook, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.